Day 51 of documenting my journey for creating my space mission simulator, and today I've been working on learning how to learn and practicing techniques that are going to allow me to learn faster and better, and at the same time learn how to do clean code, how to code in a clean manner. So yeah, that's basically it. Let's get with the video. Let's get started. Alright, I have just finished learning a technique and trying to apply it. So, I've done priming or pre-study. It's basically studying before you actually study and getting a big picture understanding of the topic that I'm going to be studying. In this case, it's clean code. And I've already done the thing. Let me just show you the mind map. If I go here it is. It looks really simple, and as it should be for the first iteration. And this is basically the purpose of it, is to get a broad understanding of the topic and have a base structure of it. I don't want to get into details, I want to go broad. And the first thing that I did was let me just go over here. There's so many things. So the first thing that I did was gather the resources for 5 minutes. I basically went and where is this, bro? So I went over here and I just looked up many resources for clean code for 5 minutes, and then I went over here and I gathered keywords, like not over here, but then I gathered keywords for 10 minutes. Okay, for the first iteration, it doesn't have to be very long, but then I can go into more detail and then I can make this session longer. But for the first rep, it can't be very long because you don't want to be getting into a lot of detail, and I'm actually talking to myself here. So yeah, I would gather keywords that seemed really big picture. I didn't go into here and say, oh, code blocks, oh, breaking the lines. Because I only had 10 minutes, I went really broad and really superficial. So here they are. I just got all of these keywords from all of these resources. Yep. I didn't want to get into detail, as I said. And after this, I went and did 30 minutes of making a mind map. Now, the important part here is what I was thinking in my head, and I'm not the best in mind mapping or in priming. I'm still learning, and that's why I'm reflecting on it over here. I'm trying to experiment and trying to learn and be better at this. So, what I was thinking, here it is. On the first 10 to 15 minutes, I tried to think about the similarities and the differences between these keywords. How are they similar? How are they different? And I tried to create groups. I tried to group them. So, for example, the comments, the formatting, the code structure, these are kind of all components of clean code. These are the things that you can kind of use to make the code cleaner, or actually you can also make it to make the code not clean. But That's what I thought, and I tried to group all of these keywords, so I tried to find reasons why they could be grouped together. Then what I did was create a hypothesis with this. So I made some groups and I made a relationship, and then I just tried to see if it made sense for me. I mean, I asked myself, does it make sense? Is it intuitive to my brain? And it wasn't at all. So I went back to the drawing board. I went back to these keywords, and I tried to ask, why are they important in relation to the big picture, in relation to the big topic? Why is naming important in relation to clean code? Well, what I thought here is that it helps you. It helps the person reading the code understand better. And then the code structure, yeah, it's the same thing. The comments, it's all about understanding better. So yeah, I just grouped them and I changed the name. Now I have put here understanding more, or more understanding components. And this would be the things that help understand the code better. And that's the process that I made. Then I did the same with the other keywords and I created these groups. The pivotal structures are like the structures that can go either way. If you use them correctly, you can have amazing code. If you use them in a way that you have very messy code, well, you go to the other side, and it's like a pivotal thing. I don't know. It's just a little thought. As you see, I don't have a good understanding of this yet because I've only done this to understand the topic. But now what I'm gonna be doing is, for 90 minutes, I'm gonna practice another technique or techniques. I'm gonna be watching a video about clean code, and here I'm going to try to take notes, but in a different way than people would usually take notes. I'm going to try to make them visual. I'm gonna try to make them non-linearly. I'm gonna try to reduce my word count and not just write down like a big paragraph of what the video is saying. I'm gonna try to explain it with arrows, with, I don't know, sketches, and visual elements, spatial arrangement. And then before I write the note, I'm gonna try to think about it and paraphrase it. I'm gonna try to paraphrase it with as little words as possible. That's what I'm gonna be trying to do in the next 90 minutes. And a very big thing here is, if I see that I made a mistake and I feel like I need to reflect on it, I'm just gonna stop immediately what I'm doing. I'm gonna reflect on the mistake and trying to make a new. I'm gonna try to create a thing that I can experiment with. For example, as you see here on the priming, I said the next rep, clear focus, for experimentation is to do more. Just keep doing reps, but try to ask yourself more higher order questions. More questions that require me to think about many concepts at the same time and try to relate them together, like simplifying, making analogies, making information simpler. Yeah, just like simplifying. But that's basically what I want to do. I will reflect on this if I see that I have made a mistake, and that's basically important to improve faster. Now I'm gonna stop yapping and let's get started. Alright, I have finished, and now I'm gonna be getting out of the house. I'm gonna go buy eggs from the market, and then I'll be back over here explaining what I just did and doing some more exciting things. So let's go. Just came back from buying the eggs and the stuff, so let me just show you. Here we got many eggs, like many eggs, 8 dozens, literally 8 dozens. Okay, and right now I'm gonna have to leave again to go to the supermarket, not market but supermarket, and buy some tomatoes and something else. So yeah, here we have some. Hello. But yeah, see you in a second. Here, back again. So here's what I bought. We got 2 kilograms of chicken breast, you got some peanuts, a lot of tomatoes, avocado, and cherry tomatoes. Now I'm gonna make some portions for the chicken, and after that I'm gonna take a cold shower, and finally I'm gonna start studying again. So let's do it. Alright, here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 portions of chicken breast, each one having 300 grams. Let's take a cold shower. Alright, the plan right now is to reflect on the overall study session and then work on my system to kind of like calculate or determine the days where I should test my knowledge. So for example, today I have studied a topic. The thing that I need to do in a second is, when am I going to have to test myself on the topic that I studied today? And I'll show it to you in a second what I'm gonna do. But first, let's reflect. Okay, I have just finished doing something really good. So I have a very complex system over here, I believe it is, that basically it's a connection between databases, and all of this allows me to know exactly when am I gonna have to test myself again. I'm not gonna explain all of this, but I'll give a brief summary. Basically, this is the output that I want. This would be the next time I test myself on this topic. These are basically like kind of the sessions of study that I do in a day, and I am separating them into the different sections of my study. So for example, here I do priming, here I do note-taking, something like this. And here we got the planning for each day. Here we have exactly what I planned to do. Here's what actually happened on the day, and I basically fill this up as the day goes along. Basically what I have here is just the topic name, and I put some data here. I put like what is the first day that I have learned about this topic. In this case, clean code is today, and if we see here, I have put that it's the January 18th. Now this will automatically get the date of the session of today, of the 18th, and it will go through this formula that I have created a while back, but I've modified this, and this will tell me exactly in what day I need to test myself again on this topic. And this is amazing because of another thing. If we go here, it appears on the calendar, and this is such a big thing. So this is like math thing, that's why we have the math A level. I'm in Portugal, so I'm doing this in Portuguese, the exam. But here we have clean code. Why do I have to test myself again today? Because I'm gonna test myself here on the technique practice after cooking and eating. By the way, I need to do this because I've only started at 12, and I was buying stuff all of this time, bro. 3 hours. It's crazy. But yeah, let me just do something here. Actually, this, and this. And that's basically it. Right now I'm gonna cook, eat, and we're gonna practice a little bit more. So yeah, let's go. Okay, here's the meal. So we got a lot of peanuts over here, we got some cheese, some cherry tomatoes, chicken breast with onions, bit of salt, and avocado. I'm gonna get this done, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, right now I'm gonna test myself on the things that I learned in the morning. What I'm gonna do exactly is a mind map brain dump. This basically means that I'm gonna do a mind map, but I'm not gonna look at any resources. I'm just gonna do the mind map from the top of my head. Like, I'm only gonna draw what I can remember. Basically. So let me just open this up. Yeah, we can draw. And let's get it done. It's gonna be half an hour, and I'll see what I can do. Let's go. Okay, so I have just done this in 22 minutes. Let me just show you. Okay, here it is, my mind map for now. Looks a bit messy, but it is what it is for now. Let's compare it with the actual mind map. So let's go over here. Wait, this is bugged. Wait, this is bugged. Okay, thank you. This is the actual mind map. Feels like the other one is a bit more like it has more things, and it's a bit more organized. I feel like the flow is different. The indicators are not as important in the other mind map. But let's see the content. So we had consistency, we had ambiguity, but we did not have all of this. We only had like functions and the return. So functions indicate what they do, clear return logic. I think this is a bit better than what I had on the other mind map. This is worse, I think. I have the overcommenting, I have the dry. I don't have this specific example, but I think I did well in representing it in another way. I did have this over nesting, and I did have this main structure. I think this one might be a bit better. Hate when it bugs, bro. But this looks also very like messy, and it feels like it lacks spacing. But either way, I have tested myself on this, and what is the gap of knowledge that I can find? To be honest, I think I'm good. I think I'm pretty good. So, okay, this is done. Next, what I'm gonna do is study more clean code, and try to learn more about it. Try to clean up this diagram Oh my goodness. Thank you. Clean up this diagram, make it a little bit better, and then keep building on it. Keep building upon it. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I just woke up. Yeah. The crazy laziness just went over me a couple of hours ago. And I literally didn't want to do anything. It's something that never happens to me. And it was really hard to focus. I took a break, and then I came back. I tried to focus again, and I tried to think why was this happening? Why is this was like why was I suddenly not wanting to work, not wanting to do anything, just super lazy and complacent? And well, I literally just fell asleep and took a little nap. I mean, I guess I could get really mad about this and get really like angry at myself that I didn't do what I had to do, and I missed my I didn't do what I planned. But I think that will just make things a lot worse. So I'm just gonna accept what happened. And I'm gonna try to reflect on why this happened and why I didn't have the energy. And then after that, I'm gonna have dinner and I'm gonna do what I always do, which is meditate, record the introduction, record the planning of next day, edit the video, and go to sleep. This was a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So for the next 15 to 20 minutes, I'm gonna try to think a little bit and now not fall asleep. But yeah, I guess I was really tired. Let me just keep reflecting. This was crazy. Okay, well, I tried to reflect on it, but I don't think I managed to understand really what happened. I think I think it was just some kind of inner dialogue that happened, and I subconsciously thought something, and then that snowballed into another thing, and I guess then I just stopped caring about anything, and I self-sabotage. I guess the next action step and the thing that I might do is be more aware and focused on these thoughts that I might be having, and on what my subconscious mind is thinking, what I'm thinking deep down. I'll try to do that, but I don't exactly know what happened. Either way, I'm also gonna show you what I've been doing before that. So I finished a video and I added here some things to this new diagram, and here I added that simple code is better than impressive code, and this principle, Yagni, you're not gonna need it, and from this principle you can branch out a concept, which is that you shouldn't optimize code prematurely, which means that you shouldn't optimize code before you actually need to do that optimization, because that might add more code that is not necessary. And I don't know how to integrate this. It's like then I tried to change this and create new groups. Like over here for 20 minutes I didn't do anything, couldn't do anything, couldn't focus. I don't know why I couldn't focus. Maybe this was very overwhelming and all of these keywords and stuff. But then I went to the priming keywords, the pre-study keywords that I had made before, and that was not overwhelming, but I just couldn't. Maybe I didn't want to deep down. Yeah, I think that I think that was it. I think deep down I didn't want to try. That is so strange. So strange. But well, I'm gonna have dinner now, so let's go. Alright, go. We got some tomatoes over here. We got some sardines, and I've made a change today. I'm doing 12 eggs instead of 8. Let's see how that goes. We got a bit of salt for tomatoes. Let's get this done and see you in a second. Let's go. I have just eaten, and right now I'm gonna meditate for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna end the video and plan and edit. So yeah, let's get it done. Alright, it's done. I'm gonna end the video. I wish you a very good one. Bye bye, see you on the next day.